It opens today, and I think I would imagine to accommodate a lot of people's vacation schedules. You actually saw Ant-Man and the Wasp quite a while ago.
Yes.
And I'm amazed.
Had a lot of time to think about it.
Well, and your ability to keep a secret, which is really awesome, because I think it would have been really easy to tell the world, you haven't said boo about this.
Yeah, no.
So Ant-Man and the Wasp, 6 words.
Shrinks the risk, expands the silliness.
Okay.
That's a good thing, right?
Yeah. I think Ant-Man manages to be the most successful kids Marvel movie. Like, of course, kids like all the Marvel movies, but Ant-Man is the most fun and I think the most kid-friendly. We just had Infinity War, which was really dark, pretty heavy, for I think of like the 8-year-old walking in. I mean, there's a lot of crazy stuff that happens in Infinity War.
Yeah.
And this movie takes place before Infinity War in the timeline. But this movie's a lot more fun and silly. There's giant ants running around. Paul Rudd has a great chemistry with his kid, which is always really charming to see. Michelle Pfeiffer.
Spoiler alert, there's giant ants.
Yeah, there's giant ants running around.
Somebody right now is going, I don't want to hear this. Like, take it easy. Of course there's giant ants. Stop it.
Michelle Pfeiffer is a great addition to the cast in this movie. The whole movie kind of revolves around her. She plays the Wasp's mother, and the idea is that we're going to go try to retrieve her from the quantum realm. And of course, it's all very scientific. But Paul Rudd always breaks down, like, do we just put the word quantum in front of everything to make it sound more scientific? And that's kind of true. I think the movie is fun. There's a really, really great car chase sequence at the end, which takes place in San Francisco. We head out to the Fisherman's Wharf. We're on Lombard Street, and we have these abilities to shrink and make things really, really big, and they kind of play with that a lot.
Is there any reference to Infinity War? Because you said it's before.
Yeah, it does play before Infinity War. I won't say anything about that really, but there are 2 credit sequences or scenes.
Sure,
there's one in the middle, and then there's one at the very end.
Yeah.
The one in the middle is worth staying for. The one at the end, I mean, all the diehards will stay.
Of the credits?
Yeah, the mid-credit sequence.
You know what, dude? If you leave, I never leave any movie now before the credits are done and the lights come all the way up. I never, in fact, and there are a lot of times.
Which is a good habit anyway.
Yeah, right? Because you just go,
A lot of people worked on those movies. They deserve 2 minutes of your time.
Obviously, there are a lot of people that work on the movies. So sometimes I'm sitting in the credits for like 15 minutes like, hey, when's the sequence going to happen?
Yeah, well, I mean, and that's the thing. And that's why I'm just saying, like, the mid-credit sequence is where it's all at. That's where everyone is waiting to see. The end one doesn't feel very rewarding. You're just kind of like, okay. So if you're a diehard, of course, stay. You're not going to listen to me. If you just want to see what's good and story-wise, then stay for the midway.
I just like to see extra stuff. I feel like it's in there and I'm supposed to see it. To your point about staying for the credits just because people worked really hard, how much of that am I required to commit to memory? Because
you're not required to commit to memory, but I mean, there's a guy who got a lot of coffee and deserves just a good pat on the back, and you sitting there just says, "Good
job, man." Is that the pat on the back? Does he know? Does he get a warm tingling?
Well, the thing is that people don't even really sit there and pay attention to the credits in the first place. They're on their phone or they're talking about the movie, just waiting for it to arrive.
Is there enough time between sequences, like the mid-credit sequence and the end sequence, for me to go to the restroom?
No.
Because at that point, I've typically had 2 giant Diet Cokes and need to use the restroom.
It's a bit of a variable, but I would say yes. I could do it. I don't know if you could do it.
No.
Like, my girlfriend couldn't. She takes forever. She's just a slow person.
No, and she's shiny object girl, too. She would get out in the hallway, and then she'd see the poster for whatever movie, Sicario, whatever we talked about last week. And then, and she would see that, and she'd be like,
But if you missed the end credit thing, I don't think you'd be missing out on much.
Okay.
But, I know all the diehards are going to be like.
Listen, my FOMO is strong as ever. Oh, my God. That's why I go to movies. It's just for the end credit sequences.
But you're not very good at doing that still. You let your FOMO get back. You don't see many movies.
My wife has been sick, sir. No, really. We talk about it all the time. You want to go to the movie? Whatever. I don't even watch movies on... I don't want to get into it. How many popcorns does this one get?
I'd say 2.5 popcorn. I mean, it's fun, but in the terms of like importance, it's not very there. But I think it's a good time. I don't think it's a movie that I'll go back and revisit or care to rewatch down the line. But I think it's a movie that was fun in the moment.
And the new scale for real people.
Yes.
Would Chet like it?
I would go with yes. Chet would like it, not love it, but like it.
Sure. There's a dude that shrinks and gets small. And is there a girl in some sort of Lycra suit?
Yeah, there's a girl who has the ability to kind of change her forms of matter, which is pretty impressive. No, that's not the Wasp. The Wasp is Michael Douglas's daughter, who helped him out in the first film. Her name Hope.
Is it creepy if I'm looking forward to that?
No. The Wasp is a great character, very important. But I'm telling you, Michelle Pfeiffer's where it's at. That's where you got to go see it.
She's with my grandmother.
She still looks like your sister. That's the thing. She could be as old as your grandmother, but she still looks like your sister. She's gorgeous.
Experienced.
Hot.
All right, cool.
Michelle Pfeiffer's hot.
ChasingCinema.com is where you will find Jacob Tiranno. Enjoy not 4th of July weekend.
Yes.
4th of July is already over.
Yes, 4th of July weekend's ended.
I'm still going to hold it.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, guys.